Hello, welcome to my stream. Tonight we'll be playing more of Polybridge, and we'll be continuing World 5. I do not remember exactly where we have stopped, but I think we got to the middle of it, hopefully. We will be checking that soon. But before starting everything, I want to say that today may be a shorter stream than usual because this is June and this is going to be the month of the final season of Dark, which has been like one of the best shows I have ever seen or watched in my life. So I'm like super hyped and pumped for it. And in 4 hours from now, there is going to be a live stream, there's going to be a discussion, and I wanna be on that discussion. Like, there is this YouTube channel in Brazil that people have been, the fans, right? The fans of Dark have been gathering together to rewatch the episodes and then talk about them. And I have been to two of those streams and they have been great. So I do want to be there today as well, even though I could watch it after the stream and then like watch the VOD or the replay of it. It's different when it's live, so I do want to be there. So in 4 hours from now, it's going to be the limit of my stream length for today. But hopefully, even though today's stream will be shorter, today and tomorrow, hopefully we can work on finishing World 5, right? But then I don't know if it's going to get any more challenging or if you're going to get stuck a lot or something. But I have been really thinking about like how this show has kind of changed my life, and I was thinking like probably no other show will change myself as much as Dark did. And this is like the last month. It's going to be I'm going to be living before the end of it, right? So yeah, I'm trying to enjoy every second of it. So because there is going to be this live stream, I'm going to check it out. And hey, Gabriel, Worley, Victor, how are you guys doing? First of all, Victor, have you started to rewatch Dark? Because like I was just saying, I will be joining this stream on YouTube that's going to discuss Dark and some episodes of it. They have been discussing 3 episodes per stream. So I have already watched the whole first season again, and they are going to discuss episodes 7 to 9. So I'm ready for it. I can't wait to see which other ideas people will be highlighting or discussing about, right? And then also, if there is still time, I will also start season 2 tonight. Why not? But yeah, man, hopefully we will start to rewatch Dark soon as well, because I cannot wait for the end of everything. Yes, Gabriel, thank you so much, man, for sending me the name of a free game on Steam. Let me also give you guys a summary of free games that are going on in different websites or platforms. Gabriel right there just told me that there is a free game on Steam. It's the Uncertain, right? It's the Uncertain. If you look for it in there, it's for free right now. And then we also have some free games on GOG. There is one that's only free for today or until today. It's called Total Annihilation, if I'm not mistaken. Total Annihilation. And on GOG as well, they have a whole list of like 20 plus games that have been for free. So you should also look for that. There are those 20 plus games, and this one that's ending today, Total Annihilation. The website for the list of the 20 games, it is something like GOG partners slash stay at home. It's something like this. If you Google it, you probably will be able to find that list. But yeah, those are the free games I was aware of, plus the one in Epic Games that it's weekly. So I kind of feel like not mentioning it every time because it's a week thing or a weekly thing. But this week it's being Overcooked. Although I already have it, so I guess they are repeating it. But hopefully everybody here is doing alright. And thank you again, Gabriel. I will also let Subaru know about it because I messaged him during the week when we have those free games going on. But I haven't told him about this one because I just heard it from you, right? So Victor still hasn't gotten into Dark again. I have got to get Netflix sorted first. Gabriel is doing fine, nice. He got an alpha access, not beta, to the Magic the Gathering MMO. Oh my god! There we go, man. And how has it been like? Yeah, Overcooked on Epic, although like I just said, I already had it, so I guess they are repeating it. But Overcooked seems to be a great game, especially if you have a friend to play it with you. And yeah, like if you still haven't it, get it this time. So this week have been all about rock and metal for you, Victor. Yeah, right. I saw your tweet. You were feeling a little bit down thanks to the festivals that were cancelled thanks to COVID. But man, do not let that bring you down entirely or completely, because there are some couple other things that were still not cancelled. For example, the end of Dark. But yeah, like these things are out of our control, and you know that it's better this way. Like uh, the amount of lives that they will be saving by canceling the show or the event. It is more important than having the concert or the event. So just be patient. This will not also last forever. Stay strong for now, and then in the future, probably the festivals they will be back, maybe even more powerful than ever, because they will probably want to like compensate for the time lost or the opportunity missed or lost. So yeah, man, just hang in there. Hopefully, the bands are also doing something online regarding live streams and concerts online, or maybe something like acoustic in their own houses and stuff. But don't get all sad about it, because at least Dark has come to save us, right? Even though it's coming in a like I don't want to spoil Dark, but like shit happens on the show. So even though it's coming with like shit happening on Dark, and it's kind of matching the situation in our world that's also shitty, it's coming for us to like melt our brains for not one last time, right? Because even though we are checking the end of it, I'm pretty sure I'll be rewatching it over and over, who knows how many times. But it's coming for our curiosity at least to get over, right? To end it. Some other things are also happening if you look for them, like those free games, for example, that are there to help us through this time, right? So don't feel all depressed over the shows that are getting canceled. I mean, if I were a big thing online, I could not talk about it at all due NDA. Wait, seriously? Like, there are some games that they release their betas and then people can talk about them, don't they? Or can't they? I thought they could. Like, it's just for testing things out. It's different from when like the book publishers they send people their stories so people can like judge the stories and read them before the public. That of course they should not talk about the story to anyone. But when games are like in their beta testings and stuff, I kind of thought that they could be talking about it. Although I haven't seen many games that were getting to their alpha testings, that's something new to me. But I was imagining it would be just like beta testings. Maybe just like it's even prior to the beginning of the development. But as you're not, the game looks promising. Combat-wise, it's a lot like Kingdom Hearts GBA games. A deck with several skills and attacks that you can combine. Something pretty cool has happened. There we go, man. Mainstream media in Sweden has spent several hours per day the last few days broadcasting stuff relating to the Sweden Rock Festival. That's really great. I kind of wish they were doing something like that in here too. They have been only promoting some remarkable soccer games and then re-airing them. But I would prefer to be watching something else other than like soccer games. Maybe the Rock in Rio concerts would be more interesting to rewatch them. But yeah, at least uh, we are still getting some good things, right? And hey, Electro, what's up, man? If I have seen any of Polybridge 2, so I have seen a little bit. I have seen just the start of it, which seems to be very basic and kind of like the same of this game, to be honest, because they are only introducing the mechanics and teaching people how to play it. So the levels were like very close to this in this game. And I also saw a clip that Riker sent me this week of another streamer struggling on a level in there, right? So I saw that level from Polybridge 2. That seems to be painful. But hey, it's not my time to worry about Polybridge 2 issues right now. Let's actually focus on our like tasking here, beating this game. And then in the future someday we tackle freaking polybridge too, right? But I have seen a couple things, especially one weird mechanic as well, that I guess the road it flips and then the car stays under it. It's something crazy like that. Yeah, but in general, like for the most I have seen, although most of it was just the beginning, but then there was also a trailer that I have seen, and that trailer showed me that mechanic. It seems to be the same, maybe with some different vehicles, like heavier and crazier vehicles or cars. But in general, it seems to be very close to this. Hopefully, they have improved some mechanics, some bugs, some glitches, but I still don't know. There were pretty huge warnings in the email stating don't talk about it. Yeah, man, you should be careful about that then. Maybe you put me into trouble now. Imagine if they are like checking if people are talking about it on Twitch or something, and then I'm speaking about it, and then they are going to ban me, you know. But yeah, like be careful about that. And the fact that TV and radio has been focusing on rock and metal. Do you listen to a lot of radio, Victor? Also, does anyone in here still listen to a lot of radio? Because I mean, I'm not like judging because I think there are some great radio channels out there, but I simply, kind of stopped doing it thanks to Spotify, YouTube Music, and stuff. But there is one radio channel that I really like in here that they only play old songs and like 80s songs, and I do love those songs a lot. If I do need to like travel or if my parents are visiting me and then we are in our car going to places, I try to ask them to put the radio on that station because I really love listening to those radios that they play nostalgic songs and old ballads and old rock songs as well, other than today's music, you know. But in general, when I'm at home or when things are normal to me, I'm not listening to radio anymore. So, story wise, it's hard to pinpoint, but it feels like it's right before a huge dimensional war. Man, you're giving me a lot of details actually. Be careful about what I just said. That happens in the Magic the Gathering world, either against the Emperor of Darkness or against the all powerful dragon. What? What? Nicobolas? That's really the dragon's name? Okay, weird choice for a name for a dragon for sure. It sounds actually in Portuguese. Have you ever seen the YouTube channel Dangerously Funny? I have not early. He does hilarious gameplay videos and he did Polybridge. Yeah, man, there we go. I'm pretty sure he suffered because this game is painful. But thank goodness he could still have some fun on it, right? Sometimes there are some crazy and unexpected things that can happen that can surprise everybody. But I have never heard of him. You listen to the radio when you drive? Yeah, I was actually thinking that probably if I drive or yeah, if I drive, I I could be listening to radio more. No, never. Victor also doesn't listen to radio. All the radio channels here only broadcast the crappiest of pop stuff. Well, at least there is this one I mentioned in here that gives me the oldies, right? And also some bossa nova from old Brazilian music too. So that mix of the 80s songs and bossa nova is really great. It's really chill. It does make me feel more relaxed and nostalgic. Or music you download to your phone? Yeah, me too. I do have my own music on my phone. But sometimes I go for Spotify too, thanks to the new songs that I do not downloaded. Thanks to my phone also being super out of space or out of data now for me to keep adding things to it. So when I finish Polybridge, you send me some of his videos. All right, yeah. Um, does he have like a I don't know a compilation of the funniest moments or something, or does he only have the streams? I'm guessing, or the parts of his playthroughs. And speaking about the 80s, I forgot this word was called the 80s Funland. We get to like four stations around here. a public radio, country, a Christian station, and another country station. How's the public radio music like? Is it pop? Is it like music from today? And hey Nubba, what's up, man? How are you? So yeah, we were getting to the middle of this level, but the middle of this world, but I was expecting for me to be actually, closer to the end. But no, we still have a lot to do in here. So let's go for shipping canal, and this is going to be a hard level because of the hydraulics. Yep, we have 4 ships, 2 hydraulics, and 2 heavy trucks. But we will see how this goes. Wait, they don't do any music? It's only broadcasting news then? Yeah, they do some news and other programs. Or programs, actually, programs. Good radio stations where I live, a good variety. In here we do have a good variety too, but the only one I really like is this one. The one that plays the old music, right? Or the 80s songs. But we do have a couple channels in here. There is one that only talks about soccer games. There is a couple ones that are giving us um, pop music and recent music and also hip hop. But my taste is like very specific, so I do not listen to those radio stations that much. Oh, we do have a big problem on this level though. We do have a limitation on the road pieces. So that's telling us that we must do the hydraulics, right? It's the way the game has to force us to go for it. And I'm pretty sure it's going to like, yep. So this is like how it must be, a straight line. Since it's the limitation of the road right there, it cannot be different than this. And we need to see how we are going to really add the hydraulics to it. What is my budget? My budget is actually really great. Do you guys like to listen to podcasts? Because I know it's a big thing, but honestly, I'm still not used to podcasts. Either podcasts or audiobooks, right? I have heard some podcasts before. The most recent one I have heard was actually a different one. It was like an ASMR podcast, which was really good for me to feel more relaxed. But an audiobook, I have never heard an audiobook. So I will try doing this by using wooden parts or wooden pieces, but maybe I'll need to change. And that's fine. If we need to change it later, it's okay. Not when you were growing up, so you mean that today you have better radio stations? I'm actually now getting some flashbacks of when I used to live in my hometown around 2007, 2008, and I have some great memories of playing Banjo-Tooie while the radio was next to me during the afternoon playing some songs. It was super fun to explore the greatest world of Banjo-Tooie while I was listening to some radio. But then by that time I was not listening to those old songs. I was pretty much listening to the commercial music. But I used to enjoy those days. They remind me of like, you know, summertime maybe because they used to play some summer songs and the days were mostly sunny as well. But I was like next to my fan and then I was not sweating that much. And then I was completely immersed on Banjo-Tooie, which is one of my favorite games ever. The only one you have really listened to is Devin Townsend's podcast, where each episode he talks about one of his albums for like an hour and 45 minutes. Man, that's a very good idea for an artist to make a podcast. So I told you or I said on stream like many times that one of the best things that have been happening to me during this pandemic is like that my favorite band has been live streaming, although they are not like playing live or anything like that. They're just having a radio station going on. But sometimes the lead singer, which is pretty much the main artist of the band, he answers to our questions. He kind of tells us some things about his works. And yes, Victor, he also told us some details about some of his music that were really nice to hear. Although it was not like that long, an hour and 45 minutes long for you to be talking about a particular work, but sometimes he answers us some details and some curious things about his music and some of his albums for sure. This bridge has a crazy span, yes, man. And my biggest problem with levels like this is that it's not that this is going to be like super hard. I don't think this level is going to be super hard. I think we have faced worse things before. But the problem is that for us to rearrange things, since it is a long bridge, it's going to give me a lot of work. But you know what? What am I doing as well, right? I need to use my tools in here. I can copy and paste things. So maybe this will help me to go faster. But the worst about this is like making the changes after your strategy doesn't work. For example, I even mentioned that I'm going for wooden bars, but maybe I'll need to add steel bars. And then that's going to be a lot of work. But that's okay. Let's not like panic already, because I don't think this level is going to be the worst. It's just a lot of things to do, right? But it's kind of straightforward. It's like this is what you need to do, and then you know it. Things like that is the upside to all of this. Yeah, like I was thinking, which other chance would I have in my life to like uh, chat with my favorite artist? You know, I don't want to say that. Oh my God, thanks pandemic for being a thing, because I do not want to say that. But you need to look on the good things that are also happening. You know, like yeah, this situation is shitty, but at least not everything is a tragedy. And then you try not to feel super depressed over things, because many things are actually out of our control. But thank goodness some people, some artists, they have been getting in touch with the fans or trying to cheer them up or something. And yes, I was really glad that my favorite band has been doing that. Are you able to copy, mirror? I don't know if I can mirror. I actually think I cannot mirror. All I know is that I can copy and paste. Copy, paste, or cut actually. Wait, you can do that on Polybridge too? Okay, that's one of the changes that I would love to see on this game. So that's a very solid upgrade. You cannot mirror, unfortunately. So what have you done this week? This week I finally went to the grocery store again and bought my groceries. That's a little bit of why I'm feeling, I don't know, a little bit slow today, because I do have my joints of my arms hurt from all of the heavy packs I was carrying. But that's fine, after some couple days I will feel recovered from that. But also because I was binging the last season of 13 Reasons Why, right? That was released yesterday. And I finished watching it and I cried 2 times on the last episode. But thank goodness now it's over, the show is over. And even though it was like super sad, because this show is only about sadness, I still enjoyed it. Like it was okay, but do not watch it if you have like mental issues or if you do not feel safe or something, because it can be very triggering and it is very sad. But yeah, like I'm in a slow mood right now because I was watching that, and also my joints they hurt. And then now that 13 Reasons Why is over, I'm back to dark mindset. Even though I was actually mixing them both, before going to bed yesterday, I was rewatching Dark. I even told Victor a joke like when I told him during the week that I was rewatching it again for the fourth time. Although this time I decided to check the voice actors for the Portuguese dub, right? They did a great job to my surprise. Like I'm not thinking the dubbed or the dubbing has been bad. Oh yeah, and also my sister has been watching it too, which surprised me a lot. My sister usually does not watch such shows, but she's liking it. She's getting lost as hell, but that's part of the process. But I'm really happy that my sister decided to go for it. And then after she's done, I will tell her the theories about it. Okay, so this may be stable or not, and it's not because it is super long, right? But okay, I will make this stable by using iron bars and ropes. And then after that we will check the hydraulics. It is weird for wait, it's weird a lot of foreign shows have dubs for other languages besides English. So I think that many Brazilians they only watch the dubbed versions of the shows. I will always prefer the original. But as I was rewatching Dark for the fourth time, I was like, you know what? I'm going to check if the dubbing is different or if it is any good. And it is great actually. So whoever decided to watch the Portuguese dub of it will have a great experience. Maybe one or another character does not have like a great voice, but still in general it's really great. But yeah, here it's super common for people to be watching their shows dubbed. Um, but I personally will always prefer watching it with subtitles. And I know that for Americans or people that speak English, watching shows with subtitles is kind of like not that comfortable or they are not used to it that much. But to me, it's much better. Even if I go to the movies, I will want to watch the movie with its original voice and subtitles. I mean, you got me into it and you never watch anything like that normally. That's right, right? But I was kinda expecting you to already like it because you liked Donnie Darko. My sister, she only watches pop string things, like mainstream things, right? I was like, no, this is going to be too hard for my sister to follow. But then I was mentioning the live stream that I'm going to be checking in a couple hours from now. That's going to be discussing about Dark, and they have been saying many times or repeatedly that we like crazy fans for the show. We need to be more receptive because there are many people that are kind of new to something like this that may not be able to solve all the riddles and the puzzles of the show like on their first uh, watch or something, and they are not experienced to something as crazy as Dark, you know. So these people from this discussion that I'll be joining soon, they have been telling us every time be patient and do not spoil them too much because they are still getting to like the small things with their own time, and we gotta be receptive to them because like Dark has been really expanding the amount of people that have been getting curious or watching it. to not only its original idea. For example, when it was made, I'm pretty sure it was targeting a very specific niche of people, right? A very specific group of people, like those who love crazy shows that can be super complex, and then you should not blink, or you miss a detail, you miss an important clue, you lose something very major. It's that show. Dark, every scene has importance, and every little thing is freaking connected. That's why I loved it so much. But then some people do not want to watch things to be thinking. They want to watch things to just, I don't know, maybe see something beautiful or hear to something great. Melodrama stuff. So yeah, but now Dark has been actually getting to more people that are new to this and not used to this. Like my sister. My sister, I think, would never jump into Dark if I haven't recommended to her. And maybe if there wasn't this whole fuzz about the show now, right? Regarding the third season and the end of it and everything, and the releases of Netflix this month. But yeah, my sister doesn't watch some things, but she's more like watching the mainstream shows, I would say. So she really surprised me, and I'm super happy that she's liking it. That usually happens with language changes in shows. Some characters sound better and some sound worse. Yeah, right. But in general, for the most show dubbed in Portuguese, I have been really liking it. It does not bother me at all. They had a great translation and voice acting going on in there. So your mom liked Dark but doesn't like any sci-fi. It is a good balance with thriller, mystery, and drama. Yeah, Electro, now that you are saying it, it is a... That's a very good point. I can totally see what you're saying, especially when I'm recommending Dark to people. I want to ask for people to watch Dark by telling them that it's a mystery. And then I basically just tell them oh, this show Dark? It's fantastic. And then the people ask me, but what it is about? So I do not tell them what is the sci-fi part of it, because I think it would be a spoiler. Even though it happens in the very beginning of the show, I only tell them the mystery, oh, it's about some couple kids that disappear from a city, a small town, and then that's it. And then I let them know it's more than that, but it starts like that, and you should not know more than that. So I do think that probably many people got into it for the drama and the mystery, like the suspense, and then they were mind blown by the sci-fi of it. So yeah, it is a fantastic mix of those genres for sure. Electro, what the heck, man? What? Electro, third season, the end. There isn't going to be anything else after that besides people still discussing the theories. The end of Dark is this month. It's how many days from now? It's 21 days from now. It's June 27th, which is also a very important date. Hopefully you know why, but do not say it, because people like Joe Dancing right there still need to binge Dark. But if you think about the show, you know that that day is important. So yes, we are getting the end of Dark this month. That's why I'm joining the freaking live stream after my stream to talk with the fans and discuss about the episodes. And that's why I'm rewatching everything as well. I'm getting myself ready and enjoying each second I have before the end of Dark. So I'm super pumped for it. Yes, Joe Dancing, what's up, Joe Dancing? I do have a couple things to talk to you. And of course, watch Dark. That's every time we meet, I need to tell you to watch Dark. But I do have some other things to talk to you as well. But how are you? But Electro, please do not lose the date, man. It's in 20 days from now. Wait, it is your mom's birthday today? She'll be glad to hear that. There we go. Watch Twin Peaks, I know, right? I think I told you that I would try to watch Twin Peaks still this year. But I need to see where am I going to do that? How am I going to watch it? But have I told you this? I cannot remember. But I watched someone comparing Twin Peaks to Dark. Have I mentioned that to you already? I can't remember. But the person said that like the difference between Twin Peaks and Dark is that while Dark kind of gives you answers to everything, or not everything, of course, not like 100% of things, but at least 80% of things you have answers. Twin Peaks is different. It seems that Twin Peaks is more open. Like the mysteries in there, they are kind of left more open than how they are in Dark, you know. So that sounds great and terrifying to me at the same time, because I'm expecting something very crazy, of course, to happen on Twin Peaks, and also surrealistic thanks to David Lynch. But then I also don't want to things to go super crazy, you know, like super out there, and then I do not get any close to the answers that could be possibly be answering the mysteries. Dark has its mysteries, but they do give you many answers. And then the person said that Twin Peaks is more like, you know, it's more vague, but it's intriguing and addicting because it is vague. So yeah, I need to see how am I going to feel about Twin Peaks. But I remember hearing this person comparing the two shows. So as soon as we are done with Star Trek, wait, you're pretty close. Oh my God, there we go, to dancing. It sounds accurate, so it's very like vague, like the mysteries. I mean, it may be great to hear the theories, but then seriously, no one will have like solid truth, or no one will like be really sure about what they are coming up for the mysteries, right? In Dark, there are like many theories as well, but there are also many facts. Like you can totally um wait, what's the word? You can kind of like give other people arguments to prove that they may not be right because of this or that fact. You know, there are many answers already in Dark, open to fan interpretations and theories. So I do think both that happens to both Dark and Twin Peaks. But after hearing this guy, I believe in Twin Peaks it's even more. Like you not get many answers, I guess. In Dark, you do get very important answers, and then many of our questions, it's for minor things. It's for like minor details, you know, curious details we have noticed. And then maybe in Twin Peaks, the answers are for the main thing, like it's for more the main plot. Let's talk about good stuff like Donnie Darko 2. Have you watched it? Because I haven't, after hearing that it sucked. But have you watched it? I wonder if you have watched it and then if it is really bad. Wait, Joe Dancing has watched it? Seriously? Is it really bad? It is really bad, right? Oh, by the way, Gabriel, speaking about movies, and I know you have watched this one. I watched this week to Happy Death Day, and I did like it a lot. I cannot say that, oh my god, this movie was one of the best movies I have ever watched. No. But I did get entertained by it. It's a very entertaining movie. It's another take on slasher movies, but it also mixes with drama and comedy and romance. So it was a very good movie. Yeah, it got me really entertained, and it was very smart as well. Like there are some couple twists on it. So Happy Death Day was great. I don't know if you were have you watched it, Joe Dancing? Maybe you would like it. It could have been better. They kind of gave up on connecting it with Donnie Darko, the original. What if it's one of those movies or games as well that if you jump into it and then if you do not compare it with the original, then it's a better experience. Maybe it's not that bad then. It's been a long time since you saw the second one. You know what? Maybe one of these days I will try watching it too, just to see like why do people hate this that much. But then I will try not to make the comparisons. It's hard, but I can try. I did that with Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger, and then today Chrono Cross is better than Chrono Trigger to me. Yeah, Happy Death Day was definitely a very good movie. Yeah, not like a life-changing experience, but if you want to watch something to entertain you for a couple hours, That's a good pick. It's going to keep you like having fun and then getting surprised, and then there is the horror of it as well. Like it's going to give you some goosebumps. So it is really great and a smart movie as well. I did not get the things that happen on the movie that much, and I love that they referenced another movie that's great in my opinion. They even mention it by the end of it, but I kind of don't want to say it because then I don't know if it could be a spoiler, probably not. But I like that connection to what probably inspired Happy Death Day to be a thing, right? So I was thinking about connecting the bridge with ropes, but then I'm not sure where. Also, Joe Dancing, have you started to watch the series of Snowpiercer? Because I have. And I like it, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't want to jump into conclusions or like assume that it's going to be great because I'm still, getting used to it to see how it's going to be until the end. But it's not bad. But it's still not like the best thing I have seen. Maybe one thing that's bugging me actually is that they are only releasing. If you have started to watch the Snowpiercer series that was released on Netflix, I believe that now we have 3 episodes of it out so far, and that's the problem. Like, I'm not a fan that they have been releasing. You guys still haven't watched it, so it's good. Although I cannot compare the series with the movies because I still haven't watched the movies. Yes, Electro, do you know Snowpiercer? They have released the series on Netflix. There are 3 episodes already. But that's the issue, like, I wish the series were already completely released. Because I don't know if this formula works for a mystery or suspense show. Like, when things are getting good, you need to wait another week for you to watch it more. Come on. So it kind of cools down, and then it makes me feel a little less interested. Like maybe on the next week I will not be feeling on the vibe of watching a mystery show like Snowpiercer. But no, they are releasing an episode per week. So that's my biggest issue about this show. But it's been good, especially because to my surprise, I did not know that it has Jennifer Connelly on it. And I freaking love her. And it's been forever since I have seen her on a movie. So yeah, Jennifer Connelly is the best of Snowpiercer series in my opinion. But I wish, yeah, Rigel Dancing. We even talked about her one of these days when I said that I was watching an 80s movie, Career Opportunities, and then I thought that Career Opportunities was a really good connection to the John Hughes. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry, Hughes, I guess. John Hughes movies, and that movie was like a third link. Hughes. Oh, there we go. It's Hughes. A third link between Ferris Bueller's Day Off, The Breakfast Club, and then Career Opportunities. Those 3 movies, they have a very good connection on how they talk about the same things but differently. So it was like the missing link of that topic of those movies. So great movie, and it has Jennifer Connelly on it. And also Reckon for a Dream, good call. And I need to remember myself that that's John Hughes then. Wait, John Hughes. Yeah, John Hughes. So the G is silent. So the movie is a cluster F? What do you mean by cluster F? No, I didn't watch, or I haven't watched the Snowpiercer movie. I wanted to because it was listed on Netflix, but then for some reason it was not available. It was there but not there. And then now they kind of got rid of it out of the list. So I still haven't checked the movie. I think I will finish watching the series and then I will look for the movie. But interesting that one friend of mine did not like the movie. He was like the only person that told me that the movie was not good. So I was like, wait, what? Everyone has been hyped for the movie. Everybody told me that I would love the movie. And then this one friend said he didn't like it. Although this one friend also was the one that did not like Uncut Gems. So I was like, okay, maybe I should not, follow his recommendations that much. I mean, it's okay for people, of course, to disagree, but I'm realizing that some things that he doesn't like, I may actually really like in the end. Electro loved the Snowpiercer movie. Everybody loved the Snowpiercer movie, but this friend of mine. It got you into other movies by Joon-ho, so you probably have watched Parasite, right? Actually, Parasite was the only one I have watched. I mean, yeah, it still is. Um, if you do not consider this series, that's also by him. I also don't. Wait, Gabriel doesn't like the movie. He thinks it's like Transformers? What? I mean, the series is completely different than that then. Oh, yeah, 13th of this month, it's going to be the first part of the Pokemon DLC release. Oh yeah, right, the Isle of Armor one, right? I have checked the trailer. Did you like the Slowbro? The Galarian Slowbro? I really liked him. And I do have a personal theory that, I mean, I wish it's going to be a thing, but maybe not. I wish they had a variation of Slowbro, like so far, we only have Shelder plus Slowpoke evolving into Slowbro, right? But Nubble, if you take a look on that trailer again, and then when it gets to the end of it, like the final scene shows a Slowpoke almost getting to a Marini. So I was like, wouldn't it be great if Marini and Slowpoke could get together and then evolve as well into something? Maybe the Slowking they still haven't revealed to us. So I was really hoping for that, like hoping for Slowpoke to not only evolve thanks to Shelder, put other thing on his head or on his tail or on his hands to give us a different result. So I was thinking that was a bit suspicious for them to show us the Slowpoke and the Marini on the end of the trailer, and then not to reveal us the Slowking yet. So yeah, but in general, the trailer they released, it didn't give us a lot of news. Like uh, we kind of have heard of everything to expect about it, but they showed us more about the legendaries and the trailer. Man, you didn't see the trailer, the one that was out this week, if I'm not mistaken. It has some mixed reactions. Okay, so my friend may not be totally wrong then. You haven't seen it yet? Okay, so check it out. You are going to see the new Slowbro then. And also some things about the legendaries. It is a very action heavy movie, which isn't really my thing, not mine as well. But you like the concept, and it is definitely entertaining and surprising. That's also Gabriel's problem with the movie. You were super upset that Captain American actor before he was Captain America was the main character. Wait, Chris Evans? But it turned out okay. You forgave the movie for that? Well, now you guys are kind of making me less curious about the movie for Snowpiercer, because I'm also not a big fan of action movies like that. I mean, maybe sometimes it's good, but it's not one of those things that I'm going to be like, oh my god, I need to watch it today. But let's see how that goes then. But this series hasn't been that much of action, so I don't know how much mystery has on the movie. But the series is all about mystery. It's more like an investigation plot with some horrible things as well. Like there is some graphical parts, but it's more about an investigation. It's more like um, uh, you know, a suspense show. With some drama, of course, but definitely not action. Not yet, at least. And mostly not like a transformer, like Gabriel said. It's another take on the story then. Oh, by the way, speaking about Pokemon, I'm very upset that up I I updated it, right? I updated Pokemon Go, but now my game doesn't open. It doesn't launch after the last update. So I may not be playing it for some days, which makes me sad. But I'll see if they release another update or something to fix that. But yeah, now my game doesn't launch anymore. Man, our budget is super crazy. You think I will like it though? It is crazy. You don't think it is quite as an action heavy as Transformers? Because there is an actual storyline. Does that storyline have something about a mystery? Like a crime or something? Because the series is about a crime. It's like you were watching, I don't know, Sherlock Holmes or Agatha Christie. It's about a crime, an investigation. Also, speaking of Pokemon, you spent way too much time trying to catch Zapdos. Do you capture Pokemon by using normal Pokeballs or do you like to use the Great Balls, the Ultra Balls? So I have this thing of mine that I like to capture every Pokemon by using normal Pokeballs. So sometimes it takes me forever and many attempts until capturing a legendary. Yeah, catching legendaries is not freaking easy. It's more comparable to a modern martial arts movie. What the heck? But it's still about the same idea, right? Like it is a train in a desolated land that got completely frozen. It's still about that, right? But martial arts action movie, I'm not making the connections on my mind. It's more like a thriller? I mean, I like thrillers. Oh, by the way, Subaru is not here yet, I think. But I just remembered something that Subaru would be telling me right now on the chat, like, Alan, do you remember where you put those ropes on the previous levels? I think I have a imaginary Subaru bot on here happening because I just realized what he should be telling me or he would be telling me right now, and I'm like, oh yeah, right. Maybe that's not the best place where I can put the ropes. Because there were some levels from the past that showed me that I should also consider adding those ropes to the supports instead. So maybe that's going to be better regarding how the bridge has been collapsing. But Victor, let me ask you this, man, because you were saying that you still need to see what you're going to do regarding Netflix, but correct me if I'm not wrong. Wait, correct me if I'm wrong, right? Correct me if I'm not wrong. That doesn't make sense. Correct me if I'm wrong. Haven't you watched Dark without Netflix for the first time though? Or am I crazy? I kinda felt like you didn't have Netflix by the time, but you still managed to watch it. I use it all pretty much. Also, Ultra Balls are often worse than Great Balls in Gen 1 for some reason, which adds extra challenge. Oh, so you did watch it on Netflix? I don't know why I had the impression you looked for it elsewhere. It's about a rebellion of fighting from the back. Oh, okay. So the plot is the same. Yeah, the plot, at least it has the same thing going on. Yeah. The people in the back lived in poverty their whole lives. Yeah, because they were pretty much like, okay, what is the word for this? Let me Google it. I'm actually curious. They were not regulars, right? But what's the translation for this Portuguese word? Oh, actually, it is very close to Portuguese. Clandestine? Is that the pronunciation? Clandestine? They were clandestines, right? Yeah, that does also happen on the series, but there is a mystery. And it's not really action, at least not so far. Because of the mystery. The mystery is still going on. It's been a good show, but I still don't wanna like recommend it and say it's great because I still wanna see how it's going to end. Plus, I'm not liking one episode per week because I would prefer to be binging it. Like, I'm watching this episode and then something happened and then I wanna see more of it, but I can't. And also, when I'm starting to feel the atmosphere of the mystery and the suspense, there is no more of it because it's only an hour and then next week you watch more, you know? Maybe it's better for you to only start watching it when everything's out because I'm not being a fan of this decision Netflix has taken. But it's your brother's account, so you gotta ask him for the login again if you are going to watch it. Oh, that's completely fine, man. Oh, so that means you don't actually need to like subscribe to it or anything. You can use your brother's account. That's great. So you guess the Nintendo eShop date was just a placeholder because it said that DLC Part 1 was coming out on the 30 wait, 30th? How do you say that? 30th? I don't know. But the trailer, oh yeah, that's right, Nubble. It's coming. Oh yeah, 30th, right? 30th. Yeah, there we go. 30th. The trailer said it's on the 17th. Yeah, 17th. 30th. I need to get more used to that. To be honest, this month has been crazy. Not only we are getting Dark, Season 3, the finale of the series, but also we are getting this DLC for the Pokemon fans. People are getting The Last of Us for the PlayStation, The Last of Us 2. So, I don't know, I thought that maybe May was very uneventful in general, maybe besides Xenoblade Chronicles Remake or something. But June has been like eventful, in my opinion. So have you checked the trailer, Noble? Did you see the new legendaries? Oh, it's actually breaking that bar as well. Can I also make this connection? I can't. But I'll try doing something like this. Victor, I kinda have not played Pokemon Crystal that much anymore. I need to go back to it. Maybe that's better, right? Since we have a lot of budget, I will try adding an arc in here. The Christian version is fun. Actually, Nubble, now that I started to replay it, I'm remembering why it's the best in my opinion. You just hate how Ho-Oh is locked behind having all the three legendary beasts from your game. It makes it near impossible to get. I did not remember that. You need to capture all of the legendary beasts before getting Ho-Oh? Wait, can you actually get Ho-Oh or Lugia on Crystal? Oh, it's only on the Crystal version. Yeah, because I got to Mahogany Town and I beat the 7th gym and they gave me access to Whirlpool, right? And then I know that you need to use Whirlpool to get to the... Is it Seaphone Islands? I'm not sure how they are called in there anymore. It's not Seaphone Islands, those are from Kanto, right? I forgot what's the name of the Whirl Island. There we go. Yeah, you need to get there by using the Whirlpool HM, which will lead you to Lugia. But I was like, can I actually capture Lugia on this game? You can get all of the 5 legendaries in all of the 3 versions? Wait, really? I did not know that. I always thought that in Silver you could only get Lugia, and then in Gold you could only get Ho-Oh, and then on Crystal I was like, I don't know what I'm getting, maybe Suicune only? I mean, not only Suicune, because the other 2 dogs are there too. But interesting, I did not know that you could get them all. By the way, what happened on the game now? Oh, it's because I misclicked in there, okay. So maybe I can get Lugia right now because I got to the Whirlpool HM. But I kinda stopped playing it for a bit. I have been getting super distracted by the series and the shows I have been binging. So in Silver version, Ho-Oh was gotten after getting an item from a random NPC in Kanto. And then it's vice versa for Gold version. But Pokemon Crystal is fantastic. Even though it's still very limited regarding its mechanics, it's still very fun for you to play it and to feel the nostalgia of when Pokemon started, right? And the minor improvements they have done on the game, they really worked well, like the cell phone thing and the daily events as well. And finally the PCs got a very improvement, so now you can transfer Pokemon in a much easier and better way. The new types as well. The music Electro, the music of Gen 2 is probably what made it my favorite, at least at first, because in my opinion the music of Gen 4 is also fantastic, which is also why Pokemon Platinum is probably my second favorite Pokemon game. But yeah, the music, it's so freaking great. Even just the XP bar. Oh, now you can see how the Pokemon are leveling up, right? You have actually been playing Crystal. There we go, man. So it is on your TV. I see. I have never seen the GBA player before, so I'm actually not sure how it looks like on TV. But I'm guessing it's probably the same thing, but of course bigger, right? But Crystal is my favorite. But it may not be the one I play the most. Yeah, the one I play the most gotta be Pokemon Y. Because the online multiplayer, I got so addicted to it. And I even think that I played more of Gen 4 over Gen 2. Because I remember replaying Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum many times. It was one of my favorite Pokemon games to replay. Which, by the way, that reminds me that the cartoon or the anime is coming back this Sunday, right? Tomorrow. So I will also try to catch up with that episode too. The anime has been good actually. The new Pokemon Journeys anime, it has been great. You played Gen 3 on the Nintendo GameCube GBA, right? GBA player as a kid. In Brazil, the GameCube. In Brazil, the GameCube has not been popular because it was super expensive. So I took forever until finding one or seeing one in front of me. Electro has been has been working. He has been working on a color palette for Roller Coaster Tycoon that makes it look like Pokemon Gold and Silver. And also, good point, like the differences between the looks, like regarding the color uses in Gold and Silver from Kanto, it's like big. Because in Kanto, it's just like the same color over the whole location, right? In Gold and Silver, you have the color changes, like, oh yeah, the windows of the house are yellow and then the roof is red. It it gives you a great improvement, in my opinion. Although I know that Victor prefers the original. Like, Victor prefers the everything in one single color looks to the game, right, Victor? Gen 2 is by far your longest played generation. You skipped Gen 3 completely and you got stuck with Gen 2, only finally upgrading during Gen 4. So I did not skip Gen 3, but Gen 3 is not one of my favorites. Even though it is the favorite of many, right? Gen 3 is very popular. But it's not one of my favorites. I have been growing love towards it. Something that does not happen to Gen 5, RIP. Yeah, Gen 5 is something, it's my least favorite. And I do not love it more and more with time though. But Gen 3, yes, I did like it more with time. But I don't know. I think it is the music as well, actually. You know what? I think my biggest issue with Gen 3 is the music. I mean, there are some good tracks, but you know, Gen 2 and Gen 4 have much better music than Gen 3, in my opinion. So the game did not really get to me, even though they have great things like the contests. I miss the contests. They have the double battle as well. They wait, no, this happened before, not before. It happened later, right? The physical and special split as well. But they didn't introduce the abilities. Yeah, they introduced the abilities, which was a great improvement. But the music of Gen 3, you know, just a few tracks they get to me, like Zootopolis, then Lily Cove music, Verdant Turf, also of course Ding Dong Dongers. Do you guys know Ding Dong Dongers? The music of Slate Port City. It's pretty much Christmas, right? Ding Dong Dongers, Ding Dong Dongers, Ding Dong Dongers. Yeah, that music is also good, but in general it did not like, you know, made me fall in love for the music like the other games. You see, Electro and Nubble Oh wait, never mind. Nubble is saying that Gen 3 is his friend's favorite. So never mind, it's not his favorite. But a lot of people do love it. I mean, it's good, but it did not get to me. Gen 3 was Electro's main one. Can you tell us why, Electro? Victor likes Gen 1 better than Gen 2, but Gen 2 is a way better made game in every way. Yeah, I agree with that. It's because it's the one that Nubble's friend grew up with. Hey, Sabro, what's up, man? Wait, you haven't played Gen 4 Electro? Man, Gen 4 is super great. I don't want to say that it's like a complete game because it's not. Actually, Gen 4 may have some things that were actually more simple than some other games, in my opinion. For example, the amount of Pokemon you have to find or you can find in order for you to beat the game. It's one of the, let's say, problems that people usually give to Gen 4, like, oh yeah, I want a fire type. But the only fire types I can use in my playthrough are pretty much Ponyta and Chinchar if I pick Chinchar. So there are some Pokemon limitations, but dude, if that doesn't bother you, it's a freaking good game with great music and a fantastic champion. The champion of Gen 4, in my opinion, is what also makes the game. Like, she's freaking great. So definitely try Gen 4. Gen 3 went hard with the brass instruments, especially the trumpets. Yeah, I prefer the violins, the pianos. But like I said, there are a couple good songs on Gen 3, right? Every Pokemon game has great song or great music. But it did not get me that much like the other games. I like the graphics and the things they add, like I mentioned. Also, the diverse environments in the map. Oh yeah, Night and Day as well, right? Night and Day was great. Oh, you were starting to get really sleepy, Victor? Oh, alright, man. Take care, get a good sleep. And please try to get your brother's Netflix account to get back to Dark. Let's be prepared for the final season. Subaru, let me tell you something that you did not catch in the beginning of the stream. Gabriel told me about another free game that's going on Steam right now. It's called the. Do I have it in here? Wait, I have it written here. The Uncertain. Yeah, look for The Uncertain on Steam. It's for free right now. And it's a game that I haven't told you yet, right? The special physical split in Gen 4 was needed, but man, did it take a while to get used to. Seriously? I don't know. I think I have always been like a casual Pokemon gamer up until, I don't know, Gen 6 maybe, when I finally could play more of the online and the competitive, and then I had to learn about those things. But seriously, I used it to be like, this Pokemon seems to be strong regarding physical attacks or special attacks or whatever the Pokemon looked like to me, I would go for that instead of really checking the stats or which moves he should be getting. Or either like, oh yeah, freaking Hyper Beam? Sure, Zigzagoon, you can have Hyper Beam because it's freaking powerful. I don't care if you are a physical attacker. So yes, I think I never really went deep on learning the split that much because it took me forever to get into the competitive. You were so used to your way of remembering what was special and what was physical, it boggled your mind because of the typings, right? Like, if it is psychic, then it's, I don't know, special, and then if it is fighting, it is physical. But I actually never set my mind like that. Maybe also because I didn't know. I don't even remember learning that back in the day when I was playing it. So I was like, oh yeah, this Pokemon looks cute, so it should be, I don't know, a special user or something. I did not really confuse myself on those things. You keep forgetting that I'm playing Polybridge. I mean, me too, right? My stream seems a lot like a podcast. It kind of feels like that for sure. Because I get distracted and I like to chat. That's part of what is happening here, right? But to be honest, there are also days and days. Like, I don't know if I really feel like playing Polybridge that much today. Not only because of this level that's not a good starting level at all, but also because I'm thinking on Dark and then the live stream I'm checking after my stream. But there are days and days. There are days that I wanna come here and then yes, today we're finishing this up and then we're beating. Today I'm more like easy going. It's okay if I don't finish a level. Let's just see what we can do. So how you remember it was very. Wait, was every evolution plus dragon type is special attacks? Wait, seriously? Wait, not even psychic? Oh, never mind. You were considering dark and psychic as well, right? That's not for Gen 1. Okay, yeah, from Gens 1 to 3, there we go. And then everything else is physical. Gen 1 and Gen 2 you think were thanks to type? Actually, Gen 3 as well. The split happened on Gen 4. Is this actually strong? I'm not sure, but I hope it is. But you know what? I'm actually changing this. It was on Gen 4, Subaru. It's one of the biggest changes that happened on Gen 4. Gen 3 introduced abilities. Yeah, that was the biggest change of Gen 3. So, did you guys check the new legendaries for the DLC? May I talk about them in case you still haven't checked the news? Because yeah, there are some details about them, like their new types, their new moves, that I don't know if you want to be spoiled about them. So ice, grass, fire, water, electric, psychic, dark, and dragon types were always special attacks. Wait a second, but Nubble, ice and grass as well? So you were saying that you use it to remember that prior Gen 4, although you were considering the two Gen 4 evolutions, right? That's why I was a bit confused in here. Because like Lithium and Glacium, they are not Gen 3. Subaru, did you catch the game that I was telling you to go get on Steam? The... How is it again? The Uncertain. So it took you a while to actually start playing Gen 4, so you read that tip online. Oh, okay, there we go. It took me a while to play Pokemon Black and White. Especially the second one, which by the way is the worst in my opinion. I finished that game, but like having no fun at all. I only finished it because I love Pokemon. I can get what people say about that generation and then the plot was good and everything, but the game did not get to me. Like, I don't know, it felt so empty. Or, it felt like a recycled thing that had no special characteristic to it. It felt basic and plain, so if I said it on the previous stream, no, no, I'm talking about this game on Steam that's for free right now called The Uncertain that I haven't messaged you about because I only heard about that thanks to Gabriel before I logged in to stream. So yeah, check that out on Steam. It's on Steam. It's not on GOG like the other games I told you, or on. It's not on any other platform. It's on Steam Shop. The Uncertain. Gen 5's Gen 5 second game. Only redeeming quality you felt was the PWT. Yeah, a friend of mine loves it, and I'm really hoping that that idea, the Pokemon World Tournament, will be a thing on the anime. Although this last DLC trailer for Pokemon Sword and Shield, they told us about a mechanic that's like a tournament as well that you can fight the main characters of Galar region. But it's a lost opportunity, right? They should bring the previous characters like the other gym leaders, the other champions, from the other generations to have this tournament. But the Pokemon Company, right? They always like to just give you, I don't know, half of an idea that could have been improved and refined and much better than what it is. But yeah, they kind of they don't go 100% of what it should be. They go just like, oh yeah, you won a tournament, here it is. But let's not worry too much about it. It should have been the return of the Pokemon World Tournament, in my opinion. Then it would make everyone to go crazy for the game. But they may know that, oh yeah, Pokemon Sword and Shield, it sold so well, right? So why bother about adding something that's going to give us a lot of work? We don't need to do that since the game is already a success. So that kind of makes me sad. 10 steps forwards and 100 steps back. Yeah, just like Nintendo. So let me ask again, did you guys check the news of the legendaries? Can I talk about them? Because I honestly did not like them. The one I liked the most was the new Articuno, although after I was chatting about them with a friend, my friend said that, oh yeah, he's a clone of Lugia, so you still like him? And then I'm like, nope. Now you ruined him for me. But I was having that problem with Moltres. Like, I was like, oh my god, this Moltres, he doesn't look cool because he's just like a copy of Iveto. And then my friend made the comparison with Lugia, and then I was like, okay, and now I hate Articuno as well. Okay, so we have those bars right there. Let's start thinking with hydraulics. Not only because of that, Nubble, this is why I was saying for you to check the information. I'm going to spoil it now. The typings. Now Articuno is Psychic Flying, so it's also the typing. Subaru did not check the trailer of Pokemon DLC. They have revealed why, yeah, now he shoots psychic lasers from that mask. Although this was pretty cool actually, that Articuno is getting a an unique attack, right? An unique move that he can use like that psychic laser. And even though it is a psychic attack, it can freeze the enemy. I thought that was very cool because Articuno's idea was like about paralyzing the enemies with his psychic powers. It's something like that. So I thought it was very creative to make that connection of freezing and psychic attacks. I can see it making sense, so I like that. But yeah, the new Articuno is a Lugia clone. The new Moltres is a Iveto clone because it is dark flying. And the new Zapdos, it's a Howlucha clone because it is fighting flying. Yeah, it is flying fighting. You still think he's funny? There is a very cute um, pose of him on the trailer. I think it is when he gets attacked. The face he does when he gets attacked. Wait, attacked, right? What am I saying? When he gets attacked. There we go. When he gets attacked, his face is kind of funny. It kind of looks like a, I don't know, a cartoonish chicken. He poses funny in my opinion. Sabri is saying, I don't see why. Wait. Oh, Sabri is basically saying that he can't expect anything good for Pokemon Sword and Shield. I mean, I did like the new Slowbro. Have you checked the new Slowbro? I liked him. I'm expecting to also like the new Slowking, but the new Slowbro is nice. I liked him. But yeah, in general, I'm not liking the news or like the game did not get to me yet. But we also have the new Regis, right? We have Regieleki, which is the electric one, and Regidraco, which is the dragon one. I mean, they are okay, I guess. I did like the Slowbro though. He got me surprised because of the yeah, Mega Man would be a great name for him. He surprised everyone, right? I was expecting him to have something going on his tail, but not now. Yeah, he does look like a Mega Man. I liked him. It was a good change, in my opinion. He also has a new attack that will cause more damage depending on the opponent's weakest defense, right? It can be either special or physical. Whatever is the weakest one for the opponent, it's going to be the one that the attack is going to cause damage. Like, oh, there is this Shellder, for example. Shellder has a lot of physical defense, so Slowbro's attack is going to cause special attack. Yeah, he's going to get this new attack. Depending on what's the weakest defenses of the opponent, it's the one that his move is going to do. What happened to the legendaries for them to change their types? I'm guessing they were living in Galar. And then just like the Galarian forms of other Pokemon, they also adapted themselves to change, right? But it's funny to read their descriptions on the official website because when they are describing them, they tell a story, they mention some characteristics of those Pokemon, and it's really funny to see how they are still connecting them to the originals. Like, now this Articuno has some freezing glare thanks to his mask and stuff, and then you are like, oh yeah, freezing, huh? So all of them have a description that's kind of funny that matches to their original types. And then on the Moltres one, it was like Moltres Rage and Fury. It is so intense that you can see like dark flames going out of him. And then there was also one for Zapdos, like Zapdos fights as fast as a lightning, and then he kicks like crazy, and then people can't follow his speed and stuff. So yeah, now we have those three new types for the legendaries, although the originals are better. Chicken fights, yeah, the chicken fights now, it likes to kick. Speaking about chicken though, and also because I'm always hungry like Subaru says, I went for grocery shopping this week and I decided to buy myself some treats. And one of the treats I bought was actually chicken nuggets. It's been forever since I last have eaten chicken nuggets. And now I'm like wishing I were eating them like crazy right now. But its day will come, right? I also bought some cheese bread. Chicken attack music? Wait, what's the chicken attack music? So shall we start the hydraulics now? Wait, I will also need to split it in here. The four boats or ships, they come together, right? They do. Wait, the cuckoos is starting swarming, chat? Oh, no, no, not the cuckoos from Zelda? Come on. If only they were chocobos, then that's fine. I don't mind the chocobos swarming attack. But not the cuckoos. It is a music? I don't know that music. I'm here thinking, how the heck am I going to lift this section? Because it is connected to that iron bar right there, like... I mean, I will try, but I'm not sure if that's going to work. So I believe it's something like this, right? Yeah, this one lifts left and then right, left and right, left and right, left and right. Yeah. But is it resisting all the way? It's not. Gonna break, call it now. Yeah, good call, man. Good call. I don't know how to make it any better though. Thank goodness we still have a lot of budget. Wait, I can actually try making some of these connections, but... I don't know if it is a wait. Maybe I can make this change right here. Also in here too. But it's not everything that's breaking, so that's good, right? It's breaking on the center. The steel structure seems to be alright, it's just because this is shaking. So I'm going to add some ropes to the rotation pivots and hope that they won't be breaking anymore. Wait. There we go. And then there is one in here too. Okay, what about this? There we go, you see? It was because of the rotation pivots, the joints. But then we have the trucks now. If this truck can make it, then half of the level is done. It broke much sooner than what you were expecting. It's because of the yellow joints. They were loose, and then it was shaking the bridge, right? This seems to be working, like the stress is at 60%, that's not too bad. Okay, so now we just need to adjust the hydraulics to every... Yeah, there we go. To every joint. Maybe we are not that far from beating this level. A split joint. Okay. You need to contract. But you don't need to contract 50%, right? Maybe just 30% does it? Okay, let's test this out. I'm now thinking though, is it going to flip some parts of my bridge or is it going to be okay? Yeah, I was a bit concerned about that. Single use bridge. Single use bridge for sure. But I don't know what to change now. Wait. Oh, wait a second. Wait. What if I double the ropes on the yellow joints? Hopefully that's going to do that's going to do it. But I think it's not. Because this one opens, and then, you know, it's completely unstable. Show that to me again. Oh yeah, Joe Dancing, do you remember the day that we were talking about cheese bread? And then you taught me that cheese bread in the US is different than what cheese bread is in here. I bought it, although I haven't baked it. I can plan on baking it for one day before the stream so I can show it. But let me show you what's the one that I bought. Yeah, I bought the Brazilian cheese bread, which is this. They're like some, I don't know how to describe it, but um, fluffy balls, kind of. I just need to bake them. This is pretty much the easy recipe, like I don't need to mix everything and make the dough and then shape them. This is like frozen and easy for you to bake them and to eat them. But they are really great. They are super fluffy when you bite them. And it's pretty much a mix of a bread dough with cheese on it. So it gets a cheese taste because of how the cheese goes on the dough itself. You know, it doesn't have like cheese inside of it properly, like a cream or something. No, the cheese is on the dough itself. It's like baking the bread and the cheese into one single thing. So it's really great. And I even bought the other thing that goes very well with this. I'm going to get it. Oh, you made garlic bread? Ooh, I love garlic bread. To go with your pasta, what was the pasta? Was it any special pasta? I had spaghetti today. Let me show you the other thing that's like a cream cheese, but not quite. Some cheese tortellini. That sounds quite fancy in my opinion. So I have also this. It's like a cream cheese, but it's not the same taste. I think this doesn't exist in other countries actually, but it's a very creamy thing that you spread on bread and crackers or on that cheese bread like I just showed you, and it's really delicious. This paste is super good. It's like a cheese paste, but it's not like cream cheese. They do have some difference or some different taste to them. With peppers and zucchini, I'm not a big fan of zucchini. Yeah, this is really good. I have been eating it with white bread sandwiches like ham, cheese, tomato, green pepper, oregano, ketchup, and this spread on the bread. Very great sandwiches. But I also bought it because during this quarantine, after I'm done with, yeah, it does have uh, some vegetables on it, and then like the ham and everything. I don't know if I mentioned oregano, but also add the oregano to the ketchup. I love oregano and ketchup combination. But I bought this mostly for like snacks that are simple. After I'm without bread, like during these days, it's been hard for me to go outside to do grocery shopping, and bread does not last for long in my place. I eat a lot of sandwiches. I love sandwiches. So now I have like one pack of white bread and like four slices of the other pack of white bread. So that's going to be over, I'm pretty sure, maybe by Tuesday. So pretty soon. And making those sandwiches is a great snack, like before going to bed or after streaming, for example. It's easy, simple, and delicious, in my opinion. But it's going to not last forever because I eat them super crazy, super fast. But this can help me to what's going to happen to me after I do not have bread to be eating. And I still have lots of crackers in here. So this is really great with crackers. Just like the picture shows it with bread, it also works really great with crackers. So I know I can eat those crackers better with this as a snack after I'm done with the bread, you know. So I was thinking about that, and I shall consider be buying this more. Normally I use butter, but this is better. This tastes better than butter in my opinion. Let me put it back to the freeze. Okay, and then I'm also thinking about baking pizza. Yes, I miss baking my pizzas or eating my pizzas. So I bought everything, the mozzarella cheese. I have the toppings as well. So I may be baking pizzas this week. So I can... Wait, I paused the game? So I can enjoy them again. Yeah, this is a big problem. I don't know how to solve it. I will try adding ropes to the platforms, but I don't think it's going to do it. Because even if they lift, how are they going to close correctly, you know? They will not. I kind of have the feeling I'll need to restart or rework on something here. Nope. How can I change this to make it work? Sabri is saying that the impression he has is that the hydraulics is pulling the structure instead of the bridge. The problem is that once the hydraulics start pulling the parts of the bridge is that it's not stable, you know? Like, what's going to hold those two parts, for example, once they are both... Wait a second. Thank you, Subaru. You made me think about the solution for this. Yeah, now I know what's going to be holding the parts, or at least I hope so. Yeah, it is going to work. I just need to make shorter hydraulic sections, even shorter than two parts per hydraulics, you know. In here we have two parts or two pieces of road for one hydraulics. Make it single. And then this other part in here will be the one holding this one, hopefully, or being more fixed to that structure on the top, to the arc. This may work better. Let me try that. Yeah, in between the hydraulics, we can have some fixed spots, right? For example, this, and also this one. That I hope they will help the bridge to be balanced once the hydraulics are operating. Let's test that out. Also, it's going to be less wave for the supports, right? Because then the hydraulics will only be supporting a single piece of road instead of two of them. So hopefully that's going to be a good balance. But where am I connecting all of them? Like, that's not a good spot, I think. I may need to do something like this. Wait. I'm still very surprised for the amount of budget we have for this level. That makes me feel like I'm missing something out, you know? Okay, let me test this out. So, contract maybe 35. Sometimes you wait until the budget gets. Oh, wait. Some levels you expect that the budget will be like super high so the player can be creative. Yeah, definitely there may be more than one solution to this. I mean, kind of, because they did limit us on the amount of road pieces. So like whoever is playing this level, it must have a straight line bridge. But definitely the supports and the hydraulics can go differently. But yeah, the limitation did not happen on the budget, but it happened on the road pieces. And this is a more limiting thing than the budget in my opinion. Regarding being creative, you know. But some levels do give you a very high budget so you can really experiment and try things out. Okay, so let me see if this change is going to give me a better result. I think it will, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be the solution. Okay, let's... Man, 35, there we go. Let's check it. Okay, I was not expecting that. What happened? It broke right there. There we go. Oh my god. Okay, this is a very unstable bridge. But it allows the ships to go across it. So, okay, this looks promising in my opinion. I mean, not this run, but the idea. So, it broke on the center, right? When it was lifting. Yeah, right there and there. Okay, so change that to steel bars. And also this one, I think, I can't remember. It's probably because of the angles. Some angles in here are kinda weird. Hey Mitro, what's up? How are you? How have you been? I hope everything's alright. Also, probably by this point, I imagine you have beaten the remake of Final Fantasy VII? Wait, it still broke? It still broke some connections in there? Yes, I chose the wrong ones, right? It is... wait. It's so hard for you to see which one it is when you go back to this screen, you know? Life has been okay, me too. Wait, Mitro! Both your mom and your mother-in-law were diagnosed with cancer? Mitro, I do hope they are like feeling alright or starting the treatment and everything. I do hope they stay healthy. That's really rough actually. But I'm happy to hear you're still feeling okay about that. You have 100% Final Fantasy VII Remake. There we go. Did you like it a lot? Or did you think that it was a bit disappointing or stuff? You think they will both be okay? Yeah, me too. And I wish like all the health for like all the successful treatment for them now. It's just going to be a long recovery, yeah. And then it kind of sucks that it's happening like during the pandemic as well, because it's like you need to take care of something super serious like cancer and then the freaking COVID. But I do hope the best for your family, Mitro. You did like it a lot? You only had one complaint? Is it regarding the side quests? Some people did get bothered by some couple side quests, like they thought that the game locked them. Like if they progressed too much, they would miss some side quests that they couldn't return or something. You couldn't visit your mom in the hospital because of COVID. Yeah, that sucks a lot. But still, I do wish they can recover from the cancer really well. Oh, it was regarding the gameplay. The classic mode they gave you was not what you hoped it would be. Yeah, like when they mention a classic mode, I would expecting something more turn-based. So it's not that. I mean, I think they would not be able to also completely get rid of the action-based part of the battles, but now you're making me think that the turn-based thing is like kind of useless. The remake have max level limit. Like you cannot grind up to 100 or actually 99, right? That's the max on Final Fantasies. Oh, it was actually not that. It basically makes your character's auto attack and puts it into easy difficulty. Wait, seriously? You cannot give them commands or something? The next level is 50. Hopefully you can keep going with like that level for part 2, right? It makes no sense for them to not do it. Like you carry your items, your body and everything you unlocked for the second game or for the second part. So you can give them the commands, but it's not like the original. It is hard to explain. It sounds like something I have seen happening in the original Persona 3 game, but then you are saying it's not that simple, so maybe it's not what I'm thinking as well. You can tell them to use abilities and magic, but they auto attack. Do you mean regarding the moment? Or either what exactly they will be using? Like, I want you to do magic, but then you don't know which magic they are going to cast or something? Yeah, Subaru has a point. He's saying that if you live in Midgar, it's also not like that. If you live in Midgar on level 99 on part 1 of the game, then it's going to break the game pretty much, right? Yeah. But level 50, that's actually a lot, don't you think, for only Midgar? Actually, it's really a lot. I think I probably left Midgar on what? Level 15 maybe? Or something? In the original? Because it's such early game. Yeah, right, Gabriel? It is really a lot. But also they do have more side quests. So maybe those side quests help people to grind, and then hopefully they will give people extra side quests for the other parts too, and then it's going to make the game more difficult. Yeah, it is an action game, right? Well, they dodge and attack on their own, and you wait for them to have enough gauge to tell them to use a magic spell or an ability. Yeah, that sounds like Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross the timing, right? Also, it sounds like Final Fantasy. Like, if you are playing it on action time battles, you wait until it's complete and then you give an order. Correct. They use. Wait, they automatically attack or use basic attack to load or to increase the ATB bar, according to Subaru. The auto battle AI is dumb, as in Persona 3. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, there are those um, awful NPC controls for Persona 3, the original one at least. But no, I think it is different. It is not time based. It's on how much damage you do. Okay, that's not good in my opinion. And that's what fills the gauge. Okay, I don't like that change. So they pretty much need to be doing those shitty attacks forever until they finally can do something big. The classic mode is worthless. Why would they do that though? Like, no, you know? Yeah, that's a very weird change. I didn't like it. That you need to keep attacking until you finally have the gauge completed so you can do like something greater, like magic or an ability or a skill. I guess it would have been too much work to actually make it like the original. Seriously? I don't know. You don't even get to tell them to attack. Because they need to fill that up, right? That sucks. I don't know if there is like a reward or some sort of um, big change if you like destroy an enemy by using a particular skill. Probably there are because there are so many materials that um, I mean, it's. I will use this one as an example, but I know it's probably not on Final Fantasy VII Remake. But card, for example, sometimes you want to end the battle by casting card, right? So you can get that card to you. But if your party members are attacking on their own until they fill the gauge, for you to finally be able to give them a command, if they kill the enemy by their regular attacks, you cannot be using card, for example. So I did not like that at all. Because Square likes to change things, they have been like that. Yeah, but like, why not keep it timed based? I mean, it can have the action part of it, that's fine, but the time based was something big in my opinion. That wouldn't work in the system. That sucks. Sometimes you will be destroying an enemy without wanting to destroy the enemy. That was the way they found to make like a mid term or to like to find a balance between the modern games and the old ones. I mean, what matters is that the game is still fun, right? In the end, like changes will do happen, and overall the game seems to be great. So we can accept those small changes here and there, but honestly, why make it? Why change that? But you say that the action gameplay when you play it, it's quite fun. Yeah, that's what matters the most. If the game is still fun, if you still feel the atmosphere the original game brought to you, and from the trailers I could expect that it's there. I could feel the original game there by the looks of the game, the characters, the designs, everything. So if the game is still fun, then we get adapted or we get to use it to those changes, right? But it does make me wonder, like, why really change that? It's your one complaint. I would not like it either. Like, I prefer the reaction regarding the time the time you need to wait for it to react or something. I prefer that over attacking, and then finally I can do something different. That's not great. You're actually thinking about playing it again, even though you got 100%, you got all the achievements and everything. I mean, you could try also give yourself some sort of challenge, right? Some personal challenge, like I don't know, beat the game without, I don't know, using a very OP item, for example. I'm just giving you an idea. You could try finding some fun challenge and go for it as well, right? Maybe using a different party member or something. They got a lot from Dissidia, Kingdom Hearts, and Final Fantasy 15. Do you just want to watch the story unfold again? Do you mean there isn't a way for you to just watch the trailers, or not the trailers, the cutscenes, right? Don't they have that option, like check the cutscenes and something? But sure, like if you're still feeling the game, then totally go play it again. Do you know how long it took you to beat it? 100%? I wonder if it is past like 50 hours. Probably it is, right? Maybe 60? Or am I thinking on my shitty standards of being slow at games? Maybe it is shorter than that. So it is this one, right? Contract less. Contract 20%. And the other one, I think it is this one. I'm going to take a shot. Contract 20% as well. Toby, hey man, thank you so much for the host. What's up? You could look at the time on the save file, but you played it about 2 weeks, and you didn't play it all day though. So about 4 or 5 hours a day. Wait, so let's suppose 4 hours, 2 weeks, then it's 4 times 14. Can I do math right now? I'm not sure. Let's suppose it's 15 then, because it's easier, right? So it's like 15. Um, wait, 15 times 4. 60 hours. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's around 60 hours or 56 hours. There we go. It's around what I predicted, right? For like a person that's not too slow at games like me. So it's still a good amount of time for sure. If it takes you to beat the game 100% under 56 hours, it's probably going to take me 200 hours, I guess. Especially if I'm streaming. You're usually pretty quick about games. But how hard was for you to like solve all of the side questing and maybe find all the secret items and stuff? Is it easy? Were the side quests in general simple or not like a big deal to you? It's not hard at all? Because sometimes some side quests can be very stressful, right? Like, oh, you need this certain item that the enemy drops only under a very low rate or something. And then that can take some time. But it's pretty straightforward, nothing is really hidden. So I don't know if I like that though. I do like to find very mysterious and secret things. Hopefully they are going to improve that later. Maybe it's because it's just the first part, right? Usually first parts in games are easy. And then the most mysterious secrets are left for the other parts. So what happened in here was that the ship still got to that bridge right there, right? Let me pay attention this time. But I do like complicated and hard side quests because the reward or the pleasure you feel after beating them is greater. Yeah, I need to raise that one more, right? 20% was too low. So it is this one. Let's try. Wait, 35? Am I looking on the right one? No, maybe it is this one then. 25%. And then the other one that broke was this one right here, right? The one with 20% too. Let's try 25. So there are a bunch of Easter eggs, but not really secret things. You were with me on that one. You wonder if in the next game we will start at level 1 again? So probably not, right? That doesn't make sense. They must allow you to carry your rewards and your findings to the next part. This right here also broke, right? Because then what's the point of you completing the side quests if you cannot carry what you got or your levels and your experience to the next part? Or will they take into account? Yes, I do hope they take into account. Although I don't know which system those games will be released to, right? That could be an issue. Like, we don't know if it's going to be for the PlayStation 5 only and things like that. So how are you really going to transfer your data, you know? Hopefully they will find a way. If you will be forced to have played part 1, oh my god. Yeah, there is also that, right? I don't think they will force you. Would they really force people to play it? That's dumb in my opinion. I know that people will only be able to really enjoy the whole experience by playing all the parts. But like, let's suppose, oh yeah, part 2 is on sale today, part 1 is not. So I wanna buy part 2 before buying part 1. You know, something like that. But no, I can only play part 2 if I have part 1 already beaten or something. That's kinda, you know, not a good idea. Sabri's saying that in Midgar there weren't many secrets, and the most secret thing was regarding stealing. They steal material? Wait, they steal material, right? They steal material. You don't want to buy a new system to play the next part? Yeah, right. I was like, they are not going to drop this game for PlayStation 4 anymore, are they? Like some of those games, The Walking Dead, Life is Strange, some of them require you to have played the previous one, but not always. Which Walking Dead does that? I'm not sure. But that sucks. Like, I know there is the story that follows a particular order, but once again, like, it sounds like an expansion pack, to be honest. Because that's what you need to do. You need to have the first one installed on your computer or on your device in order for you to play the continuation. So it sounds like an expansion pack. You need to go, Mitro. All right. Once again, I wish the best for your family to recover from the awful news. But stay alright, Mitro, and it was great to talk to you again, and hopefully we talk again soon. And keep taking care of yourself and your family, and also stay safe, right? But yeah, I see you then and have a great night. I think it makes sense because then, oh, I will just play the last part. Yeah, but you know, like, but then if the person, think with me, Gabriel. I just want to play the last part. The person will not buy part 1, part 2 to just play part 3, don't you think? So they will still be losing a customer because the person will not buy the first parts, and the person will end up giving up on getting part 3 either, or as well. So it doesn't really uh, make it, you know. Before I go, how did you like Final Fantasy 9? I liked a lot. It's a great game. In my opinion, it got much better past Disc 3 when I finally got the freedom to explore, to look for my side questing and everything. The start of it was slow in my opinion, so that was a bummer. But now I have it as my second favorite Final Fantasy together with 8. I could not decide which one I like the most. So I have Final Fantasy 7 first, 9 and 8 together, and 6 so far on third place. But probably if Final Fantasy 9 had an early start or like a fast start, I could have liked it more than Final Fantasy 8. But I don't know, I thought it was a slow start, and then only on disc 3 I could finally feel the game for real, you know. But it's a fantastic game. Maybe if I didn't have my expectations for it, I could have enjoyed it more. Because I'm not gonna lie, I had my expectations of the game like being just like Final Fantasy VII since the start, And in my opinion, it's like Final Fantasy 7 only past disc 3. But yeah, like my expectations also screwed me up. But fantastic game for sure. Alright, Mitro, take care, have a good night. Like I just want disc 2 and disc 4. Yeah, but then I think many people will not buy disc 1 and 3 just to play disc 2 and disc 4, you know? So I still think they will be losing customers, or they won't be selling that well. Somebody is saying um, a lot of people they will leave Midgar by only having their first weapons. Although if you learn the steel materia, you could basically be farming those weapons in Midgar. Do you mean new weapons or do you mean the basic weapons? Oh no, you mean like weapons in general. There we go. I just read it again. Yeah, you could definitely prepare yourself for part 2, right? That's why I think that it's dumb for them to like not allow people to carry their save file to the sequel, because then it makes the side questing pointless. Why would you want to steal things or to complete side quests to get some crazy items to not break the game up to the end? Only to part 1? Come on. It makes no sense to me. Not to mention that I'm hoping there are going to be side quests that they continue in different parts. I don't know, maybe the Chocobo side quest, for example. You can only have the green chocobo after you have the blue chocobo. Let's suppose it works like that. So if you found the blue chocobo in part 2 and then the green chocobo on part 3, you know, I would like to see that progression going on. Like, although I don't know if it's really going to be like that, because I also heard people saying that there are some side quests that they get locked if you take forever to start them, right? So I'm not sure, but I'm going to be disappointed if they do not allow you to carry your experience, your items, your achievements pretty much from part 1 or from any part to the next one. In my opinion, it makes it pointless. If it's going to reset everything on part 2, why would I bother looking for secrets, you know? I know that level 50 is a lot and it can break the game, but still, it's your time, it's the time you invest on the game to get to level 50, so you go for it. And then maybe they will give you other challenges for you to like still have some sort of difficulty on the game. Can you spot which bar was the one that breaks every time? It is because it is a steel bar already, right? That's why I cannot fix it, because it is this one, isn't it? It's already reinforced. And I think it has to do with the angles in here. Oh, by the way, Gabriel, have you updated your Pokemon Go? Because after I updated mine, it's not working anymore. What I think they will do, or they could do, is to force getting all the chapters. Oh, if you get all the chapters, there is going to be a special secret. That sounds good. Like a different ending. Or some sort of different summon or weapon. That the only way for you to get is playing all the chapters. In my opinion, that could be the best option for them. Yes. and importing the save file between them. Yeah, that would be the greatest strategy. I mean, actually, the greatest strategy would be like um, to not have those limitations. Like, oh yeah, you need to get this by having part one or part two. But since they are already dividing the game, and instead of forcing people to buy them all, then make extras like to reward those who bought them all or played them all. Not like to lock people to you either play them all or you play nothing, you know? I guess people should be able to play whatever they want. Oh, now it's breaking on a different spot. Your Pokemon Go is working as usual. Why is mine bad then? I updated it and then it's not working anymore. Maybe I'll need to wait until a next update so I can go back to it. Something like that happened on Pokemon Go. On Pokemon Go, actually, right? We had those missions that happened each one per week, like a mission per week, and whoever completed them all would get an extra mission after them, right? So it's like the idea you just said for Final Fantasy. Whoever played all the parts could get a special secret, or a special ending, or a special item or something for the final part. Now I cannot say what's breaking anymore. I need to look for some news regarding bugs. This is actually not the first time it happened to me. I remember another update that my game could not start, and then it only got fixed thanks to another update. I kinda don't wanna reinstall it because I'm scared of, I don't know, losing my progress, but I actually don't think I will lose my progress because I had to format my cell phone once, right? So yes, I won't lose my progress. I can lose my progress on Yu-Gi-Oh! Like it happened before as well. Like on that time I formatted my phone, I lost my progress on Yu-Gi-Oh! But now I know that I need to have the code, so I have it saved elsewhere other than my phone. But yes, I'll see how it goes, Summer. If it takes forever for me to play it again, I will consider reinstalling it. Because you answered why to Arif in part 1, in part 2 there is a special scene or event or summon that links to another thing. Yeah, that would be cool. And wasn't that in the original too? Like you have the many discs for you to play Final Fantasy? I'm pretty sure the choices I have done or made, they were giving me other results in the other discs. Maybe the friendship stats go down? Wait, the friendship? You mean with the buddy Pokemon? Oh, the gifts? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not scared of losing my progress on Pokemon anymore. It's only on Yu-Gi-Oh! But my Pokemon account is probably linked to the either to my Google account or to my Nintendo account. I cannot wait for us to move on to the next level. This level is it's super long. I want a shorter level. I do not feel on the mood for long levels like this one. Why is this not working now? You know what? Make a change. Let's use this new joint to set the hydraulics there. Then contract 20%. I was saying that June was pretty eventful in my opinion, but I just remembered one thing that we are not getting on June, or at least not this June. The E3, right? Yeah, that's going to be a little bit sad. Oh, by the way, no, do not exit. I clicked on the wrong spot. I wanted to exit the simulation. You think this is a matter of the angle? Maybe it's also that bar right there. But this angle is not too different from this one, don't you think? But yes, I'm going to miss E3 this year a little bit. There we go. But it still keeps pressuring that, you see? That's so crazy. Oh, it is pressuring it because it's shaking, right? Hey Ritsuru, what's up man? How are you? But it's pulling it up and the idea is for it to turn? Oh, maybe? But it works for this one though. But okay, let's change the angle a little bit then. But it's because it is bouncing, right? And then it's somewhat breaking it. Let's see. You're saying it's not turning, it's just um, pulling it out? No, this is going to break thanks to the ship now. So contract 20%. I'm doing well. How goes Polybridge? We are still on the same level since we started the stream, which was something complicated. I already expected it. We are just dealing with this hydraulics right here, and then hopefully we can beat the level. But yeah, this bridging here is a bit complicated because it's not only long, but you have 4 hydraulics to take care of. But we are getting there. No, I'm back to the... You see, it's still pressurizing it. Even with the different angle. Maybe 15%? So yesterday you watched someone playing the last dungeon of Wild Arms, and those puzzles. How did you beat it as a kid? I guess a lot of time and trial and error. Damn. Dang it! What was the game that I was getting scared of again? It was this week on Draco's stream, like, they were talking about a game that I still haven't played, and then I seriously got scared of it, on how people were, like, saying there were some very hard things going on. Oh yeah! I remember it now, Final Fantasy IV. People were comparing, like, Final Fantasy IV to what happened to Draco on Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, that he felt like the final boss was like super crazy hard in comparison to the rest of the game. So he said that, oh yes, on Final Fantasy IV it's the same, like you beat the game and then once you fight the final boss, you feel like you are not on the same level as him. So you kind of should be doing some grinding and, you know, preparing yourself better. But he was saying that there is like a crazy difficulty spike to the final boss. So they made me feel scared of Final Fantasy IV. But I'm hoping that even though there is that difficulty increase, I hope that by the time we play it, I will be doing the grinding I need and then the side questing in order to get there, to be able to beat him. Because normally that's what happens, like, I do not rush, so I usually fight every single encounter we get. Not every time, but a lot. And I do some grinding sometimes because of the side questing or while I'm solving the puzzles. But I did get scared of Final Fantasy IV. You mean, yeah, the last bosses should be hard? I mean, sure, but he was saying that the level was not even close to how you would normally get to that point, you know? Wait, there we go! I mean, please, there we go, please? Bless Arnie G. No, don't break it! Yes! Stop bouncing! Ah! Yes! Yes, there we go, finally! Jesus! Remember Sephiroth? I do remember Sephiroth, also known as Sexy Frog. But come on, we lost to him because of shenanigans, not because of the levels. They made me believe that the level difference was a big thing in comparison to the final boss. Not only, you know, shenanigans or mechanics or statuses. Man, look at that max joint stress, 99.5%. We were on the edge of collapsing here, but thank goodness we made it through. I mean, computer, did you make it through as well? Because I'm waiting for you. And please give me a like a slower time for the next level. Don't give me hydraulics again, because I need to like prepare myself psychologically before facing more hydraulic levels, especially long ones. So Sabri is saying if the last boss of the game was easier, or if he were easier, the game would lose its fun or a lot of its fun. I mean, okay, but once again, he was telling me that the difficulty spike is like super aggressive. It's okay for it to be hard, but you know, like he made me feel like it's almost impossible for you to beat him in your first attempt just by going through the plot of the game. And there are many games that you can like complete the plot, get to the final boss, and be careful regarding the whatever strategy the final boss has to fight you. and then you strategize and then you counter him back. But he was saying like, nope, like for this boss fight, you really gotta grind. You need to go back to places. You need to like do stuff to prepare yourself because the game's plot does not prepare yourself for him. So yeah, Ozma is a good boss, but Ozma is a side boss. He's not the final boss of the game. There is also that. Usually side bosses or extra bosses are harder than the regular ones. Maybe this final boss of Final Fantasy IV could have been a side boss. It was hard, I was never immune or feeling confident. Yeah, but he was not required for me to beat the game. You know, I do not understand why would you have like a crazy hard final boss that stops you from beating the game, especially when you are a kid. So Final Fantasy X has a difficulty spike that gets you out of surprise. Many games do have that though. Mario RPG, for example, the fifth chapter, I see so many people suffering on that fifth chapter of Mario RPG. But that's fine, like by the time we get to Final Fantasy IV, now I know the final boss fight's hard, so I will do my best to prepare myself for whatever is up, right? On Final Fantasy XII as well. Oh, okay, there we go, easy level or simple level, I like this. But didn't we do something like this already on another level? Like a double jump? So have you played Final Fantasy IV? And do you think that he is really like a difficulty spike? Or do you think that Draco was exaggerating? This level looks too easy, there may be a catch, right? But it's simple, I appreciate it's simple. The budget could be a problem as well. Yeah, there was a level like this, the cars were different and the height was also different, but it was exactly like this. Wait a second, maybe this one needs to jump higher because it's lower than... Wait, they are not lower, it's the same height, right? No, it's just one of them that needs to go higher than the other, so it doesn't matter, I think. You would not say it's hard? It seems more like taunting and trying to affect him? Wait, what do you mean by that? So I'm starting to think that the catching here is that the cars will not get to the flags, the cars will get to the roads or to the bridges. So I need to make this car to get to that bridge and vice versa. and then they may be rolling to get to the flag, I guess. You're saying, oh, the next level of Polybridge will be extremely hard to affect me, but then you find it easy and finish it with no problem. Um, that could happen actually, right? You raise your expectations so you feel more ready for whatever is up, and then in the end, because you were kind of prepared for it, you are not caught on surprise, and then you can make a better job, or um, you can get to a better result. Sabri is saying that in Final Fantasy VIII, I finished the game by only having Squall and Selphie alive. Damn. I was very surprised by the final boss mechanic in there. I was even like, what? Those were not the people that I chose. Did I struggle on Final Fantasy IX final boss? No, I haven't, right? I think I haven't. Maybe Final Fantasy IX final boss was the only one that I haven't really struggled. Although I do not remember Final Fantasy VI final boss fight that much, or how I went through it. Although I think I went alright, right? Yes, from what I remember, or the little I remember. But 7, I got issues for sure. And now Saburi is saying that on 8 I also struggled. Let me change this rope. Actually, the problem is not the rope. The problem are the supports, right? You can say why I didn't struggle. Well, there goes one car. The last boss in 9 is not really a fight. Yeah, that was a very random final boss. I play extremely safe, I do. Um, I have kept myself alive thanks to healing and protecting myself. It was a timed battle, I do not remember that. I just need to survive. Okay, that's close. Maybe needs to go a little bit higher. Oh, now they finally hit each other. Yeah. Wait, but maybe if I do this? Nope. So yeah, this level is simple, but you do need to have some precision going on. I'm still thinking like which side should be higher than the other. Wait, let me see that one again. Yeah, it's because this is too sharp, right? Sabri is asking me if the wooden slopes of this level are different. Actually, I think they are the same. Wait, I actually let me take a look again. No, they are the same, right? Yeah, they are the same. I think they are the same. So they get the same speed, right? What if it is like that? Yeah, the angle is a little bit bad, but good call. We can do this. Wait. We can rotate. It is the same, right? It looks like the same. But the angle is a bit odd. Yeah, I do think it is the same. Man, it's so close. Wait a second. Oh yes, there we go. So the slope that has like more road pieces, it should be more plain, while the one that has less should be more steep, right? Which makes sense actually. So this one can go farther, while this one goes like higher, but then this bridge can catch it because it's longer. Yeah, this can work, I think. Almost like that, you see? There we go! No, come on! What if I change the rope? What if it is on the other one? Does that change it? Yes! No! It doesn't change it. Wait, pay attention to this again. It's falling on the supports? Oh, it's because it is knocking on the angle, right? But then what's the jump to the other side like? Okay, there is some good height in there, so I can shorten that a little bit. But like, it changes everything entirely. But I prefer levels like this because, you know, they are more experimental, and making the changes is fast. Even if it is hard to get the precision, it doesn't require a lot of work to make the changes. Oh wait, I could stretch that one more? Yeah, but I wanted this to be more plain, right? Wait, maybe. Maybe both of them should be more plain? No, but then this will happen. There we go! There we go! So yeah, wait, what? 101.5% of max joint stress. So yeah, the idea was right, like the shorter one, or wait, yeah, the short one should have more steep to it, while the other one should be more plain but longer, right? To get the one that's going higher. But it took me many attempts to get to it. Let me check the next one. The reverse crisscross. So I will start this one, but I only have 40 minutes for it, because in 40 minutes, like I said in the beginning of the stream, I'll be checking another stream about Dark, the Netflix series Dark, that I'm super addicted to it. And it's starting on 40 minutes, so I will see how this goes. But this can be the last level of the night. So let me see. We have unlimited things, that's good. But how is this like? So it's the van, then hydraulics, then the truck. Why is it a reverse thing? Like, oh, because it is like an X. Okay, so this is a must thing that must happen, because there is no hydraulics for the van, so we must get there directly. I mean, not really actually. Not really, because if I wanted, I could make like a straight line and then drop it. No, but that would be too risky, right? Let's make it normally. Normally, I would think on something like this. But there is, yeah, there is going to be like a hole on the center, because we need this truck to get to C as well. To be honest, I kind of want to drop the van. Do you get what I'm saying? I want to make like a platform here that's reinforced with steel, so the van can drop on it and get to flag A. Instead of making like a diagonal road. Like it can go... Wait. Like this. And then it drops there. But then how am I connecting C to this bridge right here? No, let's do it normally. It sounds more right. The problem is that on the right side, it would need to support the fall. Yeah, and it's a heavy van, right? And then there is a red joint that's less than the other side. Yes, in here we have 3 red joints, in there we have only 2. Yeah, good point. So I'll try solving this normally, but I'll need to be moving this right here somehow. My budget is of almost 40,000. That's okay. So how am I operating the hydraulics in here? Is it an elevator? It's not, is it? But this hydraulics doesn't look good, like. I guess I'll need to have a crazy support in here, like something like this. I mean, just the idea, but I'll need to reinforce it, of course. So I can like add resistance to the... No, but this doesn't look right. To make the pivot joint, the pivot rotation joint, stable, so one side of this bridge can go down and the other side can go up, but this doesn't look right. Doesn't look right at all. Huh. Somebody saying that it can't be an elevator because the truck won't stop. That's true. We don't have like a stopping checkpoint in here. I will try something crazy, but I'm not expecting it to work. But if it works, then it's going to really help me. I will also try connecting those 2 bridges together so they can be more resistant. Is this enough or good enough? No. Of course not. There we go. So there is no way this will work, right? Also because of that. But actually, this could be connected to this bridge. Even though it is going to drop everything apart, right? Yep. What if you jump? Would you want to jump then? Maybe an angle in there will do the magic? Let me see the results of a jump in there. Oh, it's actually not jumping. Wait, the red joint of the top? That was not bad actually. Which one? You mean that one right there? Yes, we could use it too, right? This one, right? But this jumping idea was not bad. I think we could work with that. Although I'm concerned about the budget. So this is not an elevator, but it kinda has the skeleton of one. Oh, now I have that issue. I'm starting to doubt that this is a way for us to do it, but let's not give up yet, shall we? I still wish this game had achievements. I'm kind of surprised. I'm more surprised that the this piece of road did not break this time. Subaru thinks it's almost, but then how am I changing this? It's going to be a slight change, right? Yeah, this is what I was expecting before. Like it's going to break it. How did it not break it before? Wait, that was not bad. Wait a second. What if I do something like this? Dang it! Wait, Subaru is telling me to make this one more steep? I can try, but you mean like this, right? Because yes, I want it to roll, but it's breaking it. Or doing that now. But yeah, oh yeah, now I'm out of money. Let me try decreasing this a little bit. Wait, show me the stress in here. Okay, so maybe I can make some changes. Yes! There we go! Wait, can we really beat this level without using the hydraulics? Although we do not have a lot of budget, but we can work with that, can't we? Yeah, there we go. As long as we don't mess with those two rolled pieces right there, I think we're good. So, can I get rid of that? Nope. What about this? Okay, I can get rid of them. No, 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 wait a second. Wait, I did not think about this now. How am I making a connection to C now? Because I was here thinking, oh yeah, this just needs to be... I was thinking this should be like higher than this catching area. But if it is higher than it, the van is going to crash it. So it makes no sense. Yeah, this is still not a solution to me. Like, you think that I exaggerated on the iron bars where the van is falling? These ones? Well, okay, we can maybe try changing them. But this is not working like I was imagining at first. Although I do need to keep some iron bars in there. And now I'm having problems before that. That still worked somehow. But now what? How am I going to use hydraulics to make like a connection from flag C to this joint that the van is not going to crash on it? There is no way. Not to mention my budget, right? Two slopes. I mean, I could make a connection. Wait, I could make a connection there. And then I need to find a way to drop the rest of the bridge from elsewhere, right? And then I also need to hope that this won't break. Yeah, it doesn't break. So now I just need to find a crazy bridge to connect that joint to flag C. But where am I placing it? Like, okay, let me get the height of this jump right here. It's very, very short. So maybe I can place that like this. Okay, let me try this. And then we drop this bridge, right? So those changes on this side worked. Now we just need to place a hydraulics there. That change right there also seemed to work. Or maybe not. Yeah, this is not good, right? Maybe I can make that shorter. And maybe even this shorter, hopefully. There we go. Contract 40% maybe. Then the red joint is a split joint. Wait, it's not a split joint. Oh, now I have this issue. Yeah, this is not good. Maybe I need to use two hydraulics to pull this down. Yes, I'm thinking that will be the case. I'll need two hydraulics to pull this down. Do I really need all of this? I don't. Okay, so put the two hydraulics there. Then I'll need to make this stable somehow. You're saying that now that this is a single bridge, the jump could be shorter? I mean, the thing is that it was rolling to flag A, now it's not rolling anymore. That's the problem. Because it's breaking it in here, right? So if I make it shorter, it's not going to move to flag A anymore. It still needs to roll. And then I was thinking that the closer to the flag the vent falls, the less it needs to roll to it. Although now it's wrong, I don't know what changed. Maybe I need to do something like this. Nope. I don't know what changed now. That was weird, very weird. I need to go up less. Oh, yeah, right. Maybe you have a point in there. So the impact will be shorter. Although, what about this truck right here? Don't you think it's not going to fit right there? Do I need this? You see, I don't need that. So maybe now I can make this connection. And I need to find a way to make that stable. This bridge makes your head hurt. Yeah, man, this is a complicated one. I think I will not be able to solve this tonight though, because in 5 minutes I'm leaving. Oh great, now the van is part of the bridge. Yeah, the van driver head's hurt as well, right? It's hitting the bridge right on him. Yeah, I think we'll not be solving this. Leaving in 5 minutes? Yeah, man. I wanna check a live discussion with the Dark fans because we have been like watching or binging the episodes, rewatching, right? The Dark episodes. And on every trio of episodes, there is a live discussion from 2 to 2 days. So today they will be discussing some episodes of season 1 that I finished rewatching today. So I wanna be there checking the theories, preparing myself for season 3. And I could be watching it like after it's live, but I wanna be there for it being live because it's better, you know? So yes, I'm planning to go check that out. Yeah, man, in here in Brazil, people are indeed very crazy for the show. So there are people joining groups like on WhatsApp and also on Telegram. There are these channels on YouTube making up discussions and really like analyzing the episode scene by scene, and then they get like pictures and screenshots from the episodes, and then also they talk about what they are saying, the sentences, the phrases. And I have watched 2 of those live discussions this week, and they did tell me things that I still haven't noticed yet. So I'm really excited to check this one. Subaru is asking me, isn't it like already 4 minutes past? Yeah, man. On my computer's clocking here, it says it's 9:57 p.m. So I still have 3 minutes left. So I think I will just end the stream. We'll be continuing this bridge tomorrow then. Hopefully we can solve it. Let me go back to the overworld. We only beat 2 levels, right? So that means we are actually at half of it. At half of the world, I think. But this level, it is a little bit more hard than what I was hoping for. So we'll need to be thinking more on this tomorrow. Yeah, we got to half of it. That's okay. Okay, Joe Dancing, thank you so much for stopping by. I still have one thing to talk to you regarding movies, but we can talk about it maybe tomorrow or on another time. Remind me to have this conversation with you. And Sabaru, Ritsuru, and everybody else, thank you so much for stopping by. Also, Ritsuru, thank you so much for the bits, man. Bits for the road. Do you mean the bridge? Yeah, let's hope that tomorrow we can complete it, man. But today we were not that close, I think, because of the budget pretty much. But let's see how it goes tomorrow, maybe with some more creativity going on, right? But guys, I want to jump into the dark discussion right now. So thank you so much again for stopping by. Have a great night, and I see you then. Goodbye.